Alright, against the odds, we are trying to align some hedrons here in Standard. And we're basically playing this, what's supposed to be like a turbo build of hedron alignment. Have very little interaction, tons of ways to fill our graveyard, and then a bunch of Delph cards. We do have Murderous Cut and Languish. Those are our two interactive spells. Get an island here. So we got one Hedron Alignment in hand. The way this works, we need one in hand, one on the battlefield, one in our graveyard, and one exiled. Flooded Strand. Get another island. Then Telgum Scheming. I've played a lot of bad cards in my day. First time I've ever played Telgum Scheming. So we look at the top 5 of our library, put any in our that we want in our graveyard, and the rest back on top in whatever order. Treasure Cruise gets dumped. Languish. Do we just dump everything? Or we could keep a fetch land. Yeah, let's dump everything except the Bloodstained Mire, because we will want black mana. We're set up to resolve our first dig next turn if we want to. Try to find some more Hedron alignments. What does our opponent have? Oh, read the bones. Alright, that's fine. That's not a threat. We're just trying to do our thing, pretty much. Yeah, I think we'll just pass and cast Dig Through Time. Ooh, Sorin. Alright. Makes a 2-2. Crack Bloodstained Mire. Get a Sunken Hollow. Dig Through Time. Geez, that was bad. Well, I guess we'll take Polluted Delta and Murderous Cut. Untap. Another Murderous Cut. Yeah, let's just play Polluted Delta and pass. We can Murderous Cut if we want to, or we can Dig Through Time again, actually. Might just Murderous Cut, though, to get rid of this vampire. Yeah, let's just Murderous Cut. Crack Polluted Delta, get another Sunken Hollow, Murderous Cut the vampire, exiling, I guess Telgum Scheming. Obnixilis, alright. Opponent has all the Planeswalkers going, which is kind of annoying. Bloodstained Mire, play Face Down Den Protector, Canopy Vista, ship the turn. Gotta find more of our Hedron alignments. Grasp of Darkness. Alright, let's flip Den Protector. Get back. Dig Through Time? Yeah, I guess Dig Through Time. Draws a card, loses a life, makes a vampire. Read the bones. Well, we're staying alive, but the Obnixilis is going to kill us pretty quickly. Let's play Bloodstained Mire, and hopefully we can take and Dig Through Time into something helpful. The big problem is you're going to ultimate the Obnixilis. That's a card we can't really beat. Pumps it up. I guess we take our beating this turn, unfortunately. Oath of Gideon. Make some tokens. Alright, crack Bloodstained Mire. Get a Sunken Hollow. Dig Through Time. Exiling Polluted Delta and Den Protector, I guess. Still no Hedron alignments. Jeez. Telgum Scheming, I guess. And might have to take Murderous Cut. So let's Telgum Scheming. Guess we just dump everything. Then play Cinderglade. Scout the borders. Get a I guess a Bloodstained Mire. And then ship the turn. I don't know if we can stay alive or not. Mostly depends on what they do with Obnixilis. Oh, if they have Secure the Waste, then yeah, 3, 6. Yeah, that does it. Secure the Waste does us in. Well, you probably want more negates and disdainful strokes. And maybe duresses. Gonna have to get rid of something. Scout the borders, couple Murderous Cuts, gather the pack. Try it like that, so we have some way to interact with the Planeswalkers. Alright, we get to play first. Yeah, reasonable hand. Scoured Barrens for our opponent. Alright, let's get a Sunken Hollow here. Land of War Waste. Gather the pack. Get a Den Protector. Pass the turn. So technically we could treasure Cruise next turn if we wanted to. Seeker of the Way. Alright. Swamp. Yeah, let's just scout the borders here. Scout the borders. Get a Polluted Delta. Mill a bunch more cards. Still no Hedron alignment in the graveyard. We want to get one in the graveyard so we can exile it. We actually need 2 in the graveyard at some point. Monastery Mentor. Well, we are going to need a Languish before super long. Dig Through Time. Well, let's Treasure Cruise. There's another Hedron alignment. Well, I guess we can play Island. Let's just play Telegram Scheming. Oh, that was good. Just mill everything? Yeah, let's just mill everything. Pass the turn. Hope we stay alive. We're not that far away. We got one in the graveyard we can exile. We're taking some damage. Down to 11. Ooh, our opponent's just going to pass? So, if we cast Gather the Pack and stay alive, we can just win next turn. Pluto Delta. Crack Pluto Delta. Get a Sunken Hollow. Gather the Pack. So if we hit Hedron Alignment, we do not. Alright, so now we just got to pass. Hope we stay alive. Yep, Secure the Waste X2. Oh, that was close. If they don't have a spell, we're not dead. Another Secure the Waste. So basically, we need to dig through time into Languish. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we need to dig through time into Languish and Murderous Cut. But especially Murderous Cut, just to stay alive. Alright, let's see. Murderous Cut? Well, we got the Murderous Cut. We did not get a Languish. So I guess we take Murderous Cut. And what? We'll take Telegram Scheming. Alright, Murderous Cut. Hit the Monastery Mentor. Exiling Hedron Alignment and lands. Drop to 2. Come on, Wrath. Or Dig. Well, there's Dig. 1, 2... Languish? There's not that many cards left in our deck, and there's a bunch of Languishes. Alright, there's Languish. Question is, do we take Hedron Alignment? I think the answer is no. I think we take Languish and Telegram Scheming, put everything else on the bottom, play the Swamp, Languish away our opponent's board. Staying alive. Another Monastery Mentor. Gather the Pack. So we need to play a face-down Den Protector, flip up the Den Protector, getting back the Murderous Cut. Murderous Cut, kill the Monastery Mentor. We'll leave a Dig through time. Pass the turn. Oh, we are so close. Seeker of the Way. Alright, let's play Sunken Hollow, Telegram Scheming. Mill everything. Play a face-down Den Protector. Oh, man. So close. We got it next turn. Well, not next turn, but the turn after. The question is, can they kill both of our Den Protectors and just kill us with the Seeker of the Way? Can we keep Dig through time? Yeah, I think there's another Murderous Cut, right? Yeah, there should be one more. Alright. We'll keep Dig. Pass the turn, hope we stay alive. Can they kill both of our creatures, is the question. Oh, man, I think we got a shot. Alright, Ruinous Path. I think if we have a removal spell, I think we still have it, though. Shambling Vent. Oh, man. Alright, we got to chump Seeker of the Way. Are we going to end up one turn too short? Alright, dig through time. Oh, no! It's not going to do it. We don't have a Murderous Cut left, and if we Languish, our opponent gets to kill us with... gets to kill us with a Shambling Vent? Well, let's take Languish and Lumbering Falls. Put everything else back. Languish away the Seeker of the Way. Lumbering Falls. Pass the turn. See if they attack with Shambling Vents. Or if they play around our Murderous Cut. Oh, they don't! It's a Read the Bones. Another Shambling Vent. Oh, no. No! No! Oh, I stacked it backwards, apparently. Oh. And we don't have enough green mana to activate it without dying. Well, let's play Hedron Alignment. Problem is, we're not going to be able to get the one in our graveyard. We were counting on this Gather the Pack. Yeah? Man. Oh my goodness, a lot of things went wrong for us. Alright, Hedron Alignment time. Yeah, if we draw land, this isn't bad. Looks like we're up against Abzan. So we'll go Cinderglade first, pass the turn. Scoured Barrens. So now we'll just go... Let's go Pluto Delta here. Pass the turn. We'll retreat to Kazandu. Interesting. Crack this, get an island. And scout the borders. And we'll take a... Probably going to want another blue source. Let's just take this Flooded Strand. dump the rest, including a Hedron Alignment. So we have 3 of our 4 Hedron Alignments. We are 1 away. Pilgrim's Eye. Alright. Searches out a basic, puts it in their hand. Swamp. Pumps up the Pilgrim's Eye. Sure. Let's go with... Let's just go Flooded Strand past the turn. And plan on using Dig Through Time. Another retreat. Another land. Gonna make this thing huge. So I guess maybe we'll find a removal spell for that too. Because we don't want to just die to a Pilgrim's Eye. That would be embarrassing. So we're taking 4. And Slab Hammer. Alright, crack this, get an island. Sunken Hollow then. Dig Through Time. Exile the Hedron Alignment. Some other stuff. We get a Telgum Scheming and I guess a Treasure Cruise. So we can Telgum Scheming. No Hedron Alignment. Do we want to keep any of these? Probably not. Let's Treasure Cruise. There's a Murderous Cut at least. Then I guess we just play Flooded Strand and pass the turn to discard a Hedron Alignment and a Swamp. And then if they go to equip this up, I mean kill the Pilgrim's Eye. That is the biggest Pilgrim Eye I've ever seen. So points for that. Oh boy. Undo Rising. So that becomes a 4/4. Well, we gotta kill something. We'll wait for them to attack. And let's crack Flooded Strand. Get Sunken Hollow. Murderous Cut to kill the huge Pilgrim's Eye. Want to make sure we don't exile that Hedron Alignment, or else we can't win. So we take 4. Our opponent gains 4. We're so close. Dig Through Time. Oh man. Well, let's go Telgum Scheming. Do we want to keep Murderous Cut on top? Nah. We can just mill everything. Play Llanowar Waste. Play Scout the Borders. Get a Sunken Hollow. And pass the turn. I think we might have it. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at. Murderous Cut to kill the plains. Play Hedron Alignment. Dig Through Time. If we dig into the Hedron Alignment, we should be able to win on our upkeep. Equips up the Slab Hammer. Plays a land. Puts a bunch of counters on the plains. We are going to have to kill that. Map the Waste. Well, that plains is getting huge. It would be lethal, actually. It's kind of a cool idea of a deck. But we're going to kill the plains when they go to beginning of combat. So let's Murderous Cut the plains. Alright, Sunken Hollow. Play a Hedron Alignment. Pass the turn. If we dig into it, we got it. We just gotta trust our dig. And if we dig into a dig, I think we can dig again on our upkeep. Dig Through Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is! Hedron Alignment. We're gonna do it. Put it in hand. Doesn't matter what else we take. Yes! It is possible. Triggers. Would you like to reveal your hand? Yes, we would. It includes a Hedron Alignment. And we got there! Sweet. Well, we needed an interesting matchup, but we got there. Oh, yes. Turbo Alignment. Do we want to change anything? Probably not. Let's just run it back. Alright, game 3. See if we can win this match. Play first. Yeah, we can't keep a one-lander. Ship it. Awkward. Guess we'll keep Polluted Delta. Sunken Hollow, go. Evolving Wilds. Cracks it right away. Gets a Swamp. Yeah, let's go with Sunken Hollow. Pass the turn. Slab Hammer. Yeah, Polluted Delta. Get an island. Play a Hedron Alignment. So, got one in the hand, got one on the battlefield. We need Exile and Graveyard. Pilgrim's Eye. Gets plains. We can't actually scout the borders yet. I guess we just play Swamp and pass. Take advantage of our scrying. Treat to Hagra. Plays the plains. Drains for 1. Down to 18. Pilgrim's Eye. Down to 17. Alright, let's scry. Gather the pack. Probably not necessary at the moment. Scry again. Yeah, we'll keep Den Protector. Good enough. Alright, Bloodstained Mire, crack it. Get a Cinderglade, scout the borders. Do we want a land or a Den Protector? Flooded Strand. So we are getting close. Past the turn. We're one Hedron Alignment away. Retreat to Emiria. Gets double activations. Well, we're also probably going to want a Languish or something now. Alright, let's dig. I guess we take Gather the Pack and Dig Through Time. A little worried about just dying to something crazy. Flooded Strand, crack it. Get the Canopy Vista, I guess. Then we can Gather the Pack. We get a Den Protector. Mill the rest. And pass the turn. Hope we keep keeping alive. Drains for one, gets a token. We are down to 12. Goes with Slab Hammer. Map the way. So, Lord. How dead are we? I don't think completely, but not that far away from being dead. Pumps up the creatures. Drains 3, 4, 5, 6. And that actually does it, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think we can dig for anything that saves us. Yep. Wow. Alright. Against odds, Hedron Alignment. Oh, God. So many digs, so few lands. Oh, no. 5? Alright. Well, we can dump a ton of cards in the graveyard. So let's keep Bloodstained Mire. We're going to go Sunken Hollow, pass. Oh boy. What would an opponent think if they cast Duress right now? Oh, do you want one of our Gather the Packs or Telgum Scheming? Oh, they go with the Telgum Scheming. Alright, Bloodstained Mire, go. Black, white. Crack this. Get a Cinderglade. Well, let's Gather the Pack. Mill a bunch of cards. Bloodstained Mire. Ship the turn. Not a great start. I guess just a big beater. Anaffenza doesn't really hurt our deck, but would be annoying. Bloodstained Mire. Get a Sunken Hollow. Let's just Gather the Pack. Get a Den Protector. Mill a bunch of stuff. Ship the turn. Another fetch for our opponent. Not sure how we beat a Gideon right here. We don't got to worry about it. Siege Rhino, also pretty bad at the moment. Well, let's Treasure Cruise. All lands. So let's Island, Gather the Pack. Haven't found any Hedron alignments yet. Oh, there they are. Get to mill all of them at once. Still in danger just losing to Siege Rhino. But we're also getting close to the point where we could just randomly win. And I'm all for randomly winning. Ooh, Murderous Cut is actually really good. Well, let's play Hedron Alignment. Our opponent, we got a reader. Can't blame anyone for reading Hedron Alignment. You don't expect to see that card show up in the competitive queues. So we actually have a realistic path to victory at the moment. Like, if we can dig, well, assuming they can't kill our Hedron Alignment, that would be a bummer. Then we can potentially just find a Digger Treasure Cruise, exile a Hedron Alignment, find another one for our hand, and then we win. If they have Dramoka's Command, that makes it a little harder. We're going to have to, like, Den Protector to get it back. And we get to Murderous Cut the Siege Rhino, which isn't bad. Shambling Vent. Opponent's going to go attacking. We're going to Murderous Cut. Exiling a Hedron Alignment. And then just random graveyard things. Is this another Rhino? Pia and Karen Nalar. Alright, no revealing yet. Gather the Pack. So I think the plan is just to face down a Den Protector. Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. So basically, if we can stay alive through this turn, we're going to give ourselves a shot to dig through time for the win on our upkeep. Which, I mean, that's about all you can ask for. We could try to get back a Languish and play a longer game. Not sure if that's really going to work, though. Our opponent's going to have more threats, and we don't have very good ways of blocking. What is coming down now? Something huge. Ruinous Path with Awaken on the tap land. Alright, well, we are going... This is actually tricky. Because we can flip this Den Protector and just get... Oh, what to do? So we can wrath their board at 7 life, or we can get back the dig through time. How many languishes do we have left? 2 are gone in our graveyard. Well, I think we dig, because we can hit. We have 2 languishes and a Hedron Alignment. If we hit any of those, we just win the game. So that, I think it's a risk worth taking. So we're going to flip up our Den Protector, get back the dig through time. Our Den Protector dies. We get beaten down to 7. We're going to crack Flooded Strand, go to 6, get a Sunken Hollow, then upkeep, stop, set, upkeep, stop, set, upkeep, stop, set. Dig, exiling pretty much anything but the Hedron Alignment. All right, Hedron Alignment for the win. Yes! We hit it! Oh, dig. We didn't hit much of anything else, but we hit it. Put the rest on the bottom. We have the Hedrons aligned, so we get to reveal. Yes, please. Oh, I can't believe this deck is working. Oh, it so should not be working. Our opponent's got to be so mad. Yeah, we'll reveal. Gotcha. We gotcha. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Yeah. Let's run it back. It worked last time. Oh, yes. And that was a Moldifive too. We Moldifive, got hit by Duress on turn 1. And we still managed to align the Hedrons. Oh, what a great win. The Hedrons don't care how many cards are in your hand. Once they align, you're done for. Yeah, I guess we're mulliganing again. Oh, man. And again? Hey. Oh. Well, maybe we can win on a... There we go. Mull to 4. I don't think we want Bloodstained Mire, though. Well, if we win this one, this would be... one of the most against the odds things ever to happen. Dig is fine. Mull-to-4s don't win very often. Alright, crack it. Get an island. Ooh, another Murderous Cut. Well, at least we can kill something. Foothills cracked. Gets a Cinderglade and Soulfire. Sure. Crack Bloodstained Mire. Get a Swamp. Now our lands come into play untapped. Oath of Jace. Yeah, let's use it. Polluted Delta. Crack it. Get a Sunken Hollow. Oath of Jace. Also gives us Dromoka's command protection. Draw 3, discard 2. Well, we'll discard Hedron Alignment and Scout the Borders. Keep the other Scout the Borders, even though we don't have mana for it yet. Is it Rhino time? Rhino time. Alright, we are getting beaten down. Yep, down to 12. No Planeswalkers, no Scry. Dig through time. Alright, I guess we just gotta pass for now. This isn't working out the way we hoped. I think we're gonna have to Murderous Cut, even though I'd rather be digging. Transgress the Mind. Alright, let's Murderous Cut the Rhino. What do they take? Takes a dig. Still got a backup dig. And we still have our Murderous Cut, which is good. Ooh, Languish could be good eventually. Well, let's just pass again. Painful Truce, X3. Well, let's kill this Soulfire. Really need a green source. Another Soulfire. I don't think that gets us there. But we get a Sunken Hollow. Pass the turn. Now I guess we're going to have to dig. Shambling Vent. Yep. Down to 7. Pia and Karen Nalar. Well, luckily we get to Languish everything away. And we get to dig. Hopefully finding green mana. Well, I guess we're going with Polluted Delta. Telgum Scheming Polluted Delta. That does put Languish away our opponent's board. They still have Shambling Vent. Polluted Delta. Pass the turn. What does our opponent have now? Another Pia and Karen. Well, we can Languish again. Telgum Scheming. Well, we just need to Languish here to stay alive. Pass the turn. Oh, good old Moldifor. Here comes Shambling Vent. So we'd like to find a way to kill Shambling Vent, because we are going to die pretty quick to that. Den Protector doesn't help here. Let's Telgum Scheming. See what we leave on top. I guess we mill everything except Dig Through Time. And then Scheming. I think everything except Dig Through Time again. And then our hope is we can dig for an answer next turn. Could work. Goblin Dark Dwellers. Let's our opponent recast Transgress the Mind. Well, it still doesn't beat us. They get to take our Scout the Borders, which wasn't too essential. Now we get to dig for answers. Aye. Well, there's green mana. There's Languish. I guess we can go green mana Languish, but I'm not sure this keeps us alive over the long haul. It keeps us alive for right this second, because we can Languish the Dark Dwellers, but we're probably still going to die to that land, unless we just happen to draw Murderous Cut. Kill the Dark Dwellers. Our Murderous Cuts have been exiled, so we can't even flip the Den Protector to get one back. At least they just continually never attack with... Oh, they're just going to Crackling Doom us out. Crackling Doom, Kolaghan's Command. Alright. Well, that was a Mulda 4. I guess we can go down a couple Scout the Borders for a couple copies of Disdainful Stroke and try it like that. Alright, that's ridiculous, but fine. So, Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn. So we get to crack this, get a Sunken Hollow. Bloodstained Mire, crack it, get a Swamp. Talgum Scheming. We want to keep probably Treasure Cruise. Yeah, let's just mill the rest and keep Treasure Cruise, because we can actually just Treasure Cruise next turn. We are very good at Fueling Delve. If there's one thing our deck does really well, it is that. Man, oh, cast to Transgress the Mind. That would be so sweet. Come on. You know you wanna. Yes, yes. Transgress the Mind. Duress. Alright, they get to take Disdainful Stroke or Scheming. Alright, they go with Disdainful Stroke. But we get to Treasure Cruise. Then we will play an Island. Scheming. Mill. I guess everything except Treasure Cruise again. That plan seems to be working. Just mill a bunch of cards, Treasure Cruise plan. Wooded Foothills. Soulfire. Alright, let's just Treasure Cruise everything except Hedron Alignment. I think we'll just pass the turn for now and leave up the ability to Disdainful Stroke here. Bloodstained Mire. Opponent attacks for 2 with Soulfire. Cracks Bloodstained Mire and another Soulfire. Well, we are going to want to find an answer for those, like a Languish. Well, let's go Cinderglade and Scout the Borders. Get a Sunken Hollow, and then hopefully Languish everything away next turn. Goblin Dark Dwellers. Well, I think we gotta counter that, because that can get back a Duress, which can get our Languish. So unfortunately, even though we could Wrath it, we can't let it resolve because of the Duress. But our opponent's down to 3 cards, which isn't a ton. Scout the Borders. We can't cast that yet. So we just need to Languish away the board. Play a Polluted Delta, pass the turn. Shambling Vent. Painful Truce. Alright, that's actually not the end of the world. Transgress the Mind. See if they take the Hedron Alignment. Then we will need to find a Den Protector to get one back from our graveyard. But that's actually alright. We need one in exile. And we still have plenty of Den Protectors. So let's crack Polluted Delta. Get an Island. Another Languish. Could come in handy eventually. Scout the Borders. Get a Den Protector. Ooh, man, mill a bunch of digs. Play a Bloodstained Mire and pass the turn. Oh, Obnixilis actually isn't the end of the world. I'm not too worried about that, actually. It lets them draw a card, but whatever. Duress takes our Languish. So I think if we just draw a Hedron Alignment, we're likely to just win. If we just naturally draw it. Oath of Jace. Well, let's play Oath of Jace. Opponent's going to crack their Wooded Foothills. Well, there's a Hedron Alignment. Discard Flooded Strand in Sunken Hollow. Play Canopy Vista. Play Hedron Alignment, because we can't have it get hit by Transgress. Pass the turn. Now, basically, we can just play Den Protector, flip Den Protector, get back a Hedron Alignment, and the game is over. So we need to live long enough for that. Also, if we find a land, we can actually Languish and do all that. Man, this would be... I can't believe that we're on the verge of beating this deck. This is... this is against the odds. Oh my god. Fires up Shambling Vent. Alright, no Rhino. Down to 7. Oh, this is going to be close. Cracks it. Oh, this might be Siege Rhino. Pia and Karen. Alright, so we want to scry to find a land if at all possible. We do not have a Polluted Delta. We can't get anything with Polluted Delta. Nothing to fetch. So maybe finding a land is going to be hard, actually. Alright, no. No. Gather the pack. We can't do it all. Well, let's languish. The problem is if we play this Den Protector and they kill it, 1, 2. Alright, we're going to play face down Den Protector and make them... Oh, but they just kill it without Nixless. Alright, let's gather the pack. Whoa, double Den Protector? So in that case, I think we can face up a Den Protector as a blocker, or to make them tick down Nixless instead of drawing. Alright, can we get there? We're right on the verge. See, if we played the face down Den Protector, then Kolaghan's Command or Crackling Doom would just get us. Oh, are we going to get Ruinous Path? No! Oh my god. What are the... Oh, should I not have played that Den Protector? Down to 3. Definitely within burn range. Draws a card. Loses a life. Another Shambling Vents. Can't reveal. Oh my god. Alright, we need to face down Den Protector. Face down Den Protector. And pass the turn, but our opponent should be able to kill us. Oh, we were 1 land short. Oh, that was so incredibly close. Shambling Vent activated. Shambling Vent activated. Yep, that does it. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna die with the win in hand. 1 land short. Oh, so incredibly close. Alright, against odds, Hedron Alignment in Standard. We're gonna play first, and yeah, we'll keep this. Lumbering Falls, go. Always Lumbering Falls. Never would have thought I'd have that in so many decks. Polluted Delta, crack it, get a swamp, and gather the pack. Wow, that was a lot of lands. Mill a ton of lands, which I guess is fine. We're actually set up to dig whenever we want to. Island. Let's just go swamp into Hedron Alignment, see what our opponent does. If they counter it, that's fine. Then we have the 1 in our graveyard. Anticipate. So this could be like Jeskai, Hordling Outburst. We're going to want to find a Languish, I believe. Alright, we're not going to reveal. Flooded Strand, crack it, get a Sunken Hollow, and let's just dig right now while our opponent is tapped out. Take a double Telgum Scheming. Another thing I never thought I'd say, and actually be relatively happy about. That dumps a ton of cards in the graveyard. Here comes the Goblin Beats. Oh, another Hordling Outburst. No reveal. Well, let's Telgum Scheming. Oh, double Languish. Well, we get to dump a Hedron Alignment. Alright, we'll leave 1 Languish on top. Another Telgum Scheming. Yeah, we'll just leave Languish. We'll dump Den Protector too. Well, hopefully we can resolve this Languish, or we're going to die to Goblin tokens. Yeah, we're not going to Murderous Cut. Down to 9. Does Languish resolve? Oh my god. Well, it's all about this Languish. Flooded Strand. Languish. If they have Disdainful Stroke, it's game over. Oh, alright. Well, and we'll crack our Flooded Strand. Get Canopy Vista. Telgum Scheming. Again. This time we'll keep Den Protector, I think. So we got most of our deck in our graveyard, but we still have a lot of Hedron Alignments left to go. We have 1 on the battlefield, 1 in our graveyard. Dragon Fodder. Face down Den Protector. Pass the turn. Titan Strength. Let's Murderous Cut right now. Feels bad, but I think it's worth it. Do we want to exile Hedron Alignment? I don't think we need to yet. Alright, now our opponent counters. That's fine. We're definitely blocking the pumped up Goblin. We don't care about losing our Den Protector. It's Teamer Battle Rage. Does that mean... Well, I don't think we're dead, but... Flip the Den Protector. Get back a Dig Through Time. We're going to 1, I believe? That's still scary. Yep, down to 1. Scout the borders. Alright, let's go Dig Through Time. We basically got to find a Languish. I guess we'll get rid of the Hedron Alignment now in lands. And a Telgum Scheming. There's a Languish. We're still dead to a burn spell, though, unfortunately, or a haste creature. Alright, let's see if our opponent has it. Alright, that is not a haste creature. It might draw our opponent a card. It's going to draw our opponent 2 cards. Slip Through Space. Alright, now we got to kill that, too. Treasure Cruise. Let's gather the pack. Mill everything. And then Murderous Cut. Oh, do they have another negate? No negate. We are still staying alive, technically. Barely alive, but alive. Passes. Whew. Alright. Let's dig. Get Hedron Alignment and I guess just dig. Well, we already got a dig. Telgum Scheming? Yeah, Telgum Scheming. No reveal. Oh boy. Alright, let's dig. Oath of Jace and Treasure Cruise. Play Oath of Jace. We draw 3, discard 2. So we have a Hedron Alignment in exile, right? Yes, 1 in exile. So we discard 1 and discard Scout the Borders. Play Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn. Alright, if our opponent can't kill us here, we get the win on the upkeep. We have the Hedrons aligned. Do we live one more turn? That is the question. Are we going to get it? Oath of Jace, doesn't matter. Hedron Alignment, yes. Yeah, and we got there. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. So I added I added that 1 copy of Oath of Jace because I realized that we kept getting stuck with Hedron Alignments in our hand and we needed a way to discard them. So it's basically a dig target that we can use to discard things from our hand. I think we can go down a couple murderous cuts where you just want to rely on Languish, I think. Maybe go down a Scout the Borders and bring in Duresses. Well, this hand's not exciting, but we'll try it. Swift Spear, maybe it was ambitious to bring out Murderous Cut. I was thinking they were like a straight up tokens deck. But if they're just like blue-red prowess, then we're in trouble. Telgum Scheming helps because it lets us dig quicker. Taker beats Dragon Master Outcast. That's a ways off. Alright, Flooded Strand, crack it, get an island. Let's just play Swamp and Telgum Scheming. Can we mill all this? Yeah, I think we just mill it all. Although, I might have just milled all of our green sources, which is kind of bad. Taker beats. Uh-oh. Oh, well, we're going to want to find a Languish and resolve it pretty quick here. I guess even Murderous Cut helps a little. Down to 11. Let's go Bloodstained Mire, crack it, Sunken Hollow, pass the turn, leave up dig through time. When it attacks with both. Alright, let's dig. Get no removal, unfortunately. Treasure Cruise and Telgum Scheming. Oh, there's Languish. If they have, yeah, we're not just, we might just be dead. Yeah, let's try it. See if we can find a Duress. Telgum Scheming, everything except the Duress. Pass the turn. Another land. Mostly just worried about prowess on Swift Spear. Attacks with both. Alright, down to 5. Alright, let's dig again. Get rid of our Hedron Alignment. Duress. I guess Duress or backup Languish? Might have to be Languish. Yeah, we'll take Languish. Mill the rest, or put the rest to the bottom. Alright, let's Duress our opponent. Negate. Oh, if they have double negate, then we're in trouble. Bloodstained Mire, crack it. Sunken Hollow, Languish. Fiery Impulse. Are they going to be able to prowess their Swift Spear through Teamer Battle? Alright, well, our opponent's empty-handed, so that's the good news. They could still just kill us, though. Another Teamer Battle Rage would do it. Alright, down to 3. Opponent passes. Let's Treasure Cruise. Then we will play Polluted Delta. Try again to Languish. We're actually really close. Like, we might be able to do it next. We might be able to put up the combo next turn. Jorien. Yeah, let's crack Polluted Delta. Languish. Polluted Delta. Crack Polluted Delta. Island. Hedron Alignment. Alright. If we live this turn, we get to dig on our upkeep. And if we hit the Hedron Alignment, we win. Dragon Fodder. Alright, that doesn't kill us. We're gonna get a chance to dig for it. Oh, come on, dig. Come on. Alright, this is it. I mean, either we hit it or we don't. I don't think... Is there any way... Yeah, we're just digging for it. Come on, Hedron Alignment, one time. Oh, no! Oh, man. The odds were not that far against that either. Oh, now we're dead. Is it the top card? Nope. Alright. So close. Oh, man. Oh, Dig failed us. Alright, that actually went pretty well. We gotta watch out for negates, but it doesn't seem like our opponent has that much burn. I guess we didn't mill all our green sources last game because we had Lumbering Falls. Forgot about that for a minute. Lead on Lumbering Falls. Gonna duress on turn 2. Swamp into duress. Jorian, Dispel, Anticipate. And Hordling Outburst with no red mana. Well, let's take Anticipate. See if we can keep them off the red mana they need. Probably won't work, but it's worth a shot. There's the island. So now we can swamp into face down Den Protector, which we can actually use to duress again next turn, if we want to. Another island. So yeah, let's attack with Den Protector. Flip Den Protector. Get back the duress. Hit for 3. Another duress. Hordling Outburst, Titan Strength, Dispel, Jorian. Well, now I think we're just going to take the Dispel and play Lumbering Falls. It would be ridiculous if we got there with Den Protector. There's the red mana. So now our opponent can Jorian. Well, since we can't do anything else, we are going to go on the Lumbering Falls beatdown plan. Puts our opponent to 11. Oh, there's the red mana. So now they can Hordling Outburst if they want to. Or they can leave up Titan Strength to kill one of our things. No attacks. There's a fetch land. Alright, Polluted Delta. Crack Polluted Delta. Get a Sunken Hollow. And yeah, let's just Treasure Cruise. I think the raw card advantage is fine here. Not bad. Pass the turn. We didn't want to attack because they could just Titan Strength and eat one of our creatures. So we know what they have. Titan Strength, Jorian, and Hordling Outburst are their cards. Plus whatever they draw. They're going to upkeep Titan Strength. Dragon Fodder works too. Lets our opponent draw a card. So Hordling Outburst and Unknowns are left. Swiftwater Cliffs. I think we can take 5 for now. I think that's better than chumping here. Opponent passes Flooded Strand. Alright, Flooded Strand. Crack Flooded Strand. Get a Sunken Hollow. We will gather the pack. Get a Den Protector. Mill a bunch of stuff. Then we get to attack with Den Protector. Puts our opponent to 9. And play a face down Den Protector. Pass the turn. Here comes Hordling Outburst. Oh, they have another Jorian too. Almost forgot about that. But it's legendary. So we did know all. Yeah, well, we know their hand. We don't really want to trade with Jorian here. So we'll just take it. Because then they get to play the second one for free. Hordling Outburst. Alright, let's dig through time. Take a Languish and a... Oh, we might have to take Dig. Yeah, let's take Dig for now. I think we might actually win with creature damage, which is really crazy. Another Den Protector. So, Sunken Hollow. Flip Den Protector. Get back Treasure Cruise. Attack with both. Languish. And I guess we just pass. There's the Jorian. Do they have a follow-up? Nope. Polluted Delta. So let's attack with Lumbering Falls. Seems fairly safe, unless they drew like a Titan Strength. If they just have to chump here, that's awesome for us. Sweet. And then follow that up by Polluted Delta, pass the turn. And then we can dig through time. I would have never guessed we would win with creature damage with this deck. Not in a million years. And that does it! We have 4 Den Protectors and 4 Lumbering Falls. And that was enough to win with creature damage. So while that we won, that's even more against odds. I think our deck is more likely to win by aligning the Hedrons than it is to win by creature damage. So so you just saw the most against the odds thing that's going to happen all episode right there. Oh my god. So what did we learn this week? Winning with Hedron alignment by aligning the Hedrons isn't impossible. We won 4 games, and actually 4 out of 7 overall isn't bad. That's not a great record, but we're in the 30-something% range, which isn't horrible considering what we were playing, and we were pretty much like this all-in build of the deck too. But I think that's how you got to be with Hedron Alignment because of how the game of Magic works, and you have this 60 card library. You really need a way to get through your entire library, because if you have your Hedron alignments in the bottom 10 cards, or one of them in the bottom 10 cards, you need to get there before you can win the game, if that's your plan. So, and Standard isn't like Legacy, where you have Intuition, where you can just pull all your Hedron alignments out of your deck at once. You really need to just do it naturally. So that's why we went on this like turbo self-mill plan, and it actually kind of worked. Like, we just milled ourselves, cast a ton of treasure cruises and digs through times, used Den Protector and Murderous Cuts and Languishes to stay in the game, and it was pretty successful. So I don't know. I think the odds of winning with Hedron Alignment might even be slightly better than they looked in the video, because we were really close in a lot of the other games. Like, one turn away or one mistake or bad draw away from winning a lot of those games. So the odds of winning with this deck really don't seem that bad. I think with a little bit more luck and a little bit tighter play, we could have had a 50-50 record over the course of these games. So anyway, it was a blast, and it was super fun to be able to win with Hedron Alignment. So I hope you enjoyed the videos. Make sure to check out the website, mtggoldfish.com. Got decks, prices, metagame strategy, pretty much anything and everything could want related to Magic the Gathering. And if you enjoyed the videos, make sure to click the subscribe button that's about to pop up on the bottom of your screen to keep up to date on all the latest and greatest in video content from mtggoldfish.com. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the videos, and I will talk to you soon.